Daniel slowly sat down next to Zar'fuul, heedless of the dust and gravel and dirt on his outfit. Even sitting, he was taller than the young girl. It reminded him just how young she was, and just how old he felt. Listen well, and I'll tell you a story. Zar'fuul's eyes glimmered brightly, the prospect of a story catching her interest. She sat next to her torn father on the ground. All around, other members of the torn did likewise, gathering close. Daniel began. Long ago, Zar'fuul, when our home was on another planet, and different stars shone in the skies, and the cruel, cruel Lirith were our masters, we had to master our own rage. From time to time, a Lorkuz like you is born, one who is strong-willed, one who has powers. Oh, don't let this surprise you, little one. Even Lorkuz can learn the discipline needed to control their minds through Calcatro. That art was not the Lirith's alone. You may not have powers yet, though I suspect you do. I saw how fast you moved earlier, faster than fast. You were incredible. I think for you these powers will feel very instinctive, though with training, and yes, with discipline, you can advance further. The Torn will find you a tutor, if you like. But we want you to know some of the history of your people and to respect the tragedies that have shaped our past. There is a reason the Lorcas refused to strike first in any conflict. Listen now, and I'll tell you of the furies of the past and pray that you turn aside from this path. When the Lirith ruled over us, they sought to dominate us in all things. Our lives were very small compared to theirs, and some found petty cruelty amusing, while others found it refined. Certainly many were above it, but they owned us as chattel, and there is no escaping the reality of this. Owning another sentient being is inexcusable cruelty. There is no justice in it. Ah, I see now the fire that so quickly begins to build in your eyes at just the thought. Still your heart, young fury. Quench that roaring fire and listen. This tale does not follow the path your heart tells you it will. Our fables tell the tale of a Lorcas named Brangien. He was like you, young and smart and full of life. He was also quick to see to the root of what was fair and unfair. I see from that look on your face. Already you like young Brangien, yes? That makes sense. He was a good hearthson. He did his chores and shared his toys and played with his birth sister Mayaga. One day Brangien and Mayaga went to the market with their provider mother to help with shopping. Mayaga bumped into a Lyrith named Hodin. Hodin barely noticed this except that Mayaga had stained his fine white robe. With a casual gesture, he waved his hand, and Mayaga flew across the market as if struck by a train. She was so very little, and the Lyrith's Calcatro power was so strong. Mayaga was dead before she even hit the wall on the far side of the bazaar. And Hodin? He simply paid Mayaga's owner 2 bushels of Intala grain as recompense. Neither Hodin nor Mayaga's owner acknowledged the loss or heartache of any Lorcas involved. In the caves where Brangien's Torn slept, there was much weeping, but Brangien did not weep. He sat and stared at the wall and felt the anger heat him from within. And what do you think this new fury did next, Zar'fuul? What would you do? Yes, that's right. When sleep finally came for everyone else in the Torn, Brangien rose from his silent rage and stalked forth. He was so angry that he became invisible. Silent like a shadow, he crept into his master's abode. Watching while his master slept, and trembling with all the power of fury, Brangien focused his mind, his terrible, terrible mind, and all that it could do, and used it to burn the very blood within his Lyrith master. From room to room he went throughout the house, to every member of the slave owner's family. In each one he lit a blaze, turning their blood to fire within their veins. And when it was done, he went to Hodin's abode, and did the same thing there. All the Lyrith masters, all dead in 2 Lyrith torrents, all from one Lorca's fury. And as the sun rose and Brangien came home to his own torn, He thought he would awaken the same rage in every member of his family. He wanted this fire to spread out across all Lorkuz so that we could burn the Lirith from their place in the stars. I see from your expression that you agree, yes? You think the story should end this way. Little one, it does not. Hearken to me and hear the wisdom of your elders. Brangien is not a hero. He murdered. He took lives. He thought this was justice, but child, it was only more murder. Did he make the world a better place? Please don't be so hasty to answer. Let's hear how the story ended. Then perhaps you can make your decision. Brangien was tired from a long night of killing. He dropped his shroud of invisibility and stepped into the cave where his Torn had shown him caring and love all his days. Because of all the blood on his own hands, he could not smell the blood of his family all about. Sitting in the family hall were Lirith protectors, their police force. They had become aware of Brangen's killing spree and responded as the Lirith always did in these situations. They killed Brangen's entire Torn, all but two. Two they let live, a boy and a girl who would be fostered out to new Torns so that they could tell the tale of what happened. That girl, Zar'fuul, is your many times great-grandmother. She lived to tell the tale so that when another fury was born into the Torn, as happens from time to time, we can caution you. We can hope to quench the fire within you. But only you can make the choice. Out of respect for Mayaga, we swore to forget the name of the Lirith who owned her. Out of respect for Brangien, we vowed to remember the name of Hoden, the Lirith who killed Mayaga and sparked a fury to fire. Now will you give over this anger? Will you submit to peace and relinquish the path of fury?